Let's try it again. Welcome back to my channel. Well, welcome back to my channel. Good morning. I got some congestion in my throat. Okay. It was a long weekend. Juneteenth weekend. We started on Friday. It's a lot going on, honey. I had a ball. Me and the black folks. It was a black folks thing. If y'all are new to my channel, do not forget to hit the like button. Certainly consider subscribing. Share the live if you hear something in it that you feel like a friend of yours could hear. And hello, Rista Fish. Good morning. So what I'm eating for breakfast is grits with pink sea salt and black pepper. And then I had some slices of cheese. I didn't have shredded cheese, so I put some sliced cheese in here, and it's having a hard time. You know, it must have been artificial cheese. It wasn't a brand cheese. So like that. And then right here, let's go. Yes, love grits. And then I got this really, really thin piece of pork chop that I just fried. And then y'all know I'm an onion lover. And then Duke's mayonnaise with black pepper. That's what's on here. But anyway, good morning, guys. Did y'all get up on the right side of the bed? Could y'all hit share? Oh, I almost fell out my chair. Could y'all hit share and copy link? And then on the side, we got a really cold story. I know it's early and our people are not used to being in here this early. And nobody's used to it. All right, let me taste my grits because it's what I really, really wanted. Good morning. Karmelo is getting a new trial. You got the white lawyers and the black lawyers working together. Praise be. These grits are good. Praise be to God. And for the people who say that in most places the sentence wouldn't have ended up being that way, I believe that they are absolutely correct. I believe they were dealing with racist people. Thank you, Black Betty. Good morning. Joyce, good morning, boo. Snapshot. Sniper. Whatever. Well, the thing is about it, y'all, if the stream drop again, don't leave. I'm gonna bring it right back. But it'd be good, though, if y'all start commenting because that helps the stream stay up. So comment as I speak, if you can. Some of y'all are at work. Some of y'all are driving. I get it. But, I don't know what you said whatever for. It's not my internet. I got the best internet you can get. It's not that. I don't know what it is, really. New trial. Thanks be to God. This is not 1950. You can't do that racist shit and get by with it. Can't do it. My thing is, if he had a fair trial, he would have a fair sentence. If he had a fair trial, he would have had a fair sentence. But when you shape the narrative into what you want it to be, when you tell the people that are testifying, the witnesses, what to say, When you give them buzzwords, when you don't allow the truth to be told, when you withhold information, when you move it to another county, that's what happens. So we're going to do a new trial with people who are not racist and get Karmelo a fair sentence. End of it. End of story. I'm so excited about it. I love it. Because whenever real justice happens, it's a beautiful day. Bruh, bruh. Shiny World said the Metcalfs knew people in the judicial system and had the entire case moved to another county that is illegal in itself. Wasn't a fair trial. Can you give me a paper towel, please?
You gonna call me out here? I do when I'm smoking cigarette.
I'm sorry. Right. Wasn't a fair trial. They did a whole bunch of shit they weren't supposed to do. They can't do that.
It's clean. It's clean.
Leave me alone, brother. Don't worry about it.
Look at it though. You think only you call me for no reason?
Yeah, they had no business doing that. Now, I believe that now, because they broke the law. See what I'm saying? If you represent the law, you don't have any business breaking the law. If you're a judge, you're a lawyer, you're a prosecutor and a district attorney, I don't need you to break the law to support the law. The hell? Nowadays in 2026, shiny world, we got all these people in the judicial system that are breaking the law. It's crazy. You're supposed to uphold the law, not manipulate the law for your own purpose. These people are unjust. And all y'all internet trolls and all y'all people who have been paid to bother with channels like mine, you are being ignored. Comment all you want to. That only helps my channel. I know that's right. Goodbye. Um, it was a huge, let me see, Ralph Virgo says, it was a huge sham trial, sad day for stand your ground laws. Why have these laws if you can't use them? It was I was so pissed that this was made about race. Karmelo is innocent on stand your ground laws, period. Period. Um he didn't have a fair trial. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Oh, he's black and he unalived the white boy. Okay, well, we're going to give him 35 years. No, we're not doing that. But we're not doing that anymore. Mm-mm. 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 So all these people that got their panties in a bunch, let it stay in a bunch. Uh-huh. Oh, what a victory. Oh, what a victory. So beautiful. Right, Black Betty. They trying their best to incite the race war. Ain't nobody, black people are smart, not dumb dumb. Not them though. They've been trying over a year and a half to start a race war that they're gonna lose. But we're not doing that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to see that boy come out that jail. Can't wait to see it, cause he coming out. Matt Cliff broke his daddy's shoulder, Jesus. I don't know it. Brother, have you ever heard of a son that break his daddy's shoulder? I've never heard that before. Not break your daddy's shoulder.
My brother shot my daddy, and that was his motherfucking name. Fuck that.
Not slap your shoulder. Your daddy broke your daddy's shoulder. Like what?
He smacked me. I beat the shit out of him.
No, you don't do stuff like that.
No, that daddy, he came out of daddy.
Mm.
What you mean?
And also, that damn Mr. Let Go with his trolling ass and his guests on his panel with their trolling asses over there talking about that boy like that dumb, hate their own race and kissing white people's ass. It's so annoying. I'm so glad. And watch he come out and do another live. Excuse me, y'all. Mm-hmm. What you say? Mm-hmm. Mr. Met Let Go gonna do some more commentary with his dumb ass. That man is just anti-black, honey. He got real bad. What's up, Mr. Time? I had an egg white omelet and some broccoli mushroom scallion with smoked Gouda. Sliced cheese, avocado on the side, and a bowl of sweet. Miss Gorbal said, good does pineapples and mangoes. Mr. Time, that sound good. Well, a lot of people would say that he wouldn't get another trial, but what are we getting? You know, some people can't look down the pipe because they don't have enough brain power. What did he get? What did people say 2 weeks ago? What did people say? Oh, well, he not going to get no another and he do. He got another trial. By the time they finish with all of this, them jail doors going to swing open. That boy going to walk right out of that jail. It might take 2 or 3 more years to get him another trial date. But after that trial, he coming out of there. Self-defense. We coming out. Leave people alone. Mm-hmm. He coming out. God is good. Won't he do it? Every time. Mm-hmm. No, it's sad though for the white kids because their crazy ass parents be sitting in them houses talking about black people and they want to be able to beat black people, beat them up real bad. They want to be able to tear their limbs off and everything. And then they want, like the 10 years a slave, 12 years a slave. They want black people to say, it's okay to unalive me, do all these things to me. Don't hurt me back. Just let me hurt you. The parents are telling the children that they're going to be able to do that. And they're not going to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. I'm so happy this morning. Mm-hmm. It's the white lawyers for me. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. It's the white lawyers for me. The white people said, they said, no, the white people said, this is what the white folks said. They said no, because if it would have been two white boys, he'd have walked, he'd have got self, what you call it? Stand your ground, self-defense, and he'd have went right home. Because Carmelo thought he was going home. He said that to the police. Because he knew that he didn't instigate that. And then on top of that, the boy was on drugs, Lord. Said if it would have been two white boys, then he would have went home. Because if two white boys fighting and one started and the other one take a sports tool and hit him with it to get him off of him, that boy didn't have no intention of unaliving that boy. Listen, Carmelo didn't have intentions of unaliving that boy. Because if he did, he wouldn't have done it at school because he'd have been trying to get away with it. I'm going to need people to know how to think. You understand what I'm saying? You got all these retarded people on YouTube and even in the world, and they don't know how to think. They went to school. Some of them didn't. And you went to school and you learned and you got a degree, but you still don't know how to think. If Karmelo wanted to unalive, if Karmelo was being bullied by Matt Cliff and he wanted to hurt him and kill him, he wouldn't have been okay with doing it in front of everybody. That was a trauma response. That was him saying, get the fuck off me. You know, that's what that was. Like anybody else have been in a situation. This is race. When you cannot see that that boy did not plan to murder that boy. He didn't plan to murder him that day. He took that tool and hit him with it. Get the fuck off me. He wanted to hit him hard enough to make him stop what he was doing. He didn't mean to kill that boy. He ain't got no business going to prison. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Especially when he didn't start it. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. White people, you can't unalive black people because you want to. You can't do that. Stop doing that. Stop listening to your parents. Stop hating. Slavery is not coming back. We're done. Not over here, it ain't. Mm-mm. The white lawyers and the black people in Texas is going to make sure that that boy get a fair sentence. Period. Get mad all you want to. If he had some type of intention to unalive Matt Cliff, he wouldn't have done it at school and he wouldn't have done it in front of everybody. As simple as that. If you're riding a city bus and somebody is threatening you on the city bus, they're hovering around you, about 5 or 6 people. You walk well, you move your seat 2 or 3 times, they still come where you at. You feeling a type of way. This is so crazy to me when it comes to fear and feelings and emotions. But see, a lot of times you be dealing with people, narcissists and shit like that. Even when it comes to the law, a lot of times in the law is not, what should I say? We have the law, but it's not perfect. The law is not perfect. There are a lot of things about there are gaps and loops and holes in the law. But if somebody is intimidating you and you feel a type of ways about it, and you feel like they're gonna hurt your body, then the body gonna do a certain type of thing. And you on this bus and these people keep fucking with you. That's a good way to say it. And the people keep fucking with you. Then you thinking in your mind, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Because what happens when they hit me? So the boy hit him. They get to tussling, whatever they doing. So he thinking, I gotta get him off of me. So he reaches for the tool and he hit him with it. And that's the end of that. He ain't no goddamn surgeon. He ain't know exactly where to hit him at or where not to hit him at. That's what happens when you go into what do you call it? Fight or flight. Dumbasses. They're my nerves. So fucking dumb. Then people say, I listened to this guy yesterday, black man on a panel, who kept saying that Carmelo need to stay in prison and that he meant to do it. And I was listening to him and I was like, oh my God, he's such a narcissist. Tell him good morning. And oh my God, he's such a narcissist. Cause he said we're gonna stick to the facts. Hold on for a second, young. Got this damn food in my teeth. He said we're gonna stick to the facts. The black boy was saying on the panel. Um. So when he was talking about we're gonna stick to the facts, and I was listening to him talking, listening to the host talking, I said, well, when the last time, no, I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm at all. But do you know, out of all the people that you know in this world, the people that you know, can you honestly say that they don't lie? Because the last time I checked, every bitch or every human being I've ever met in my fucking life tell lies. I don't care who it is. Preachers, bishops, lawyers, prosecutors, nuns, popes, all people lie. It's a universal thing. So then I was thinking, he said, well, when it comes to the facts and the testimony, they all testified. Okay, what does testify mean? Testify mean you make a statement about what you saw. Okay, what happened before they testified? Oh, well, they had conversations with the attorney and the prosecutor. Okay, well, are they children? For the most part, yes. Do grown people have a certain type of influence over children? Absolutely. Are grown people smarter than children? Yes. Can grown people manipulate children? Absolutely. Are children pliable? Yes. Yes. We're in Texas. These people are racist. They do what the fuck they want. So they told the young people what to say because they knew what the jurors were going to be listening for. Nobody's dumb. So when the guy was talking on the show yesterday, he said, we're going to stick to the facts because this is what they test. I don't give a goddamn what they testified. They lied. Just like they moved the trial to another county, which was against the law. Fuck wrong with you? They did what they wanted to do, which was break the law. But then they want to hold Carmelo to the law. But they themselves broke the law. Y'all out y'all fucking mind? You think black people can't think? Then the black man say to the host, but this is what they testified. We're going to stick to the facts. You call them facts, I call them lies. They were coerced into saying what they wanted them to say, just like they moved it illegally to another fucking county. We're not playing these kinds of games. These are games that old white people play. We're not doing that. Why move it to another county? Tiffany Life Lesson says, yeah, that's a sad situation. Why move it to another county? Why move it to another county? And we want to know if that's fake news. Is that fake news that they moved it to another county? So my commentary is so good. You think that the Carmelo family paid me? Oh shit! I'm better than what I thought. You think they paid me? Then you're sadly mistaken. There are a whole lot of people. Good morning, Nikki Boo. There are a whole lot of people who look at it exactly the way that I do. Why move it to another county? When it comes to the victim, when it comes to the witnesses, and they testified certain things, they had been coerced by the prosecutor and the lawyer to tell them what to say in order to convince the jurors, while making sure that none of the jurors were black. When you're Asian, you're not black. When you're Mexican, you're not black. Everybody knows what a black person is versus what a black person ain't or isn't. When you're Asian, you're not black. When you're from Asia, you're not black. You've not had a black experience. You do not understand what it is like being black. You're not from the black culture. You're not black. The easiest thing in the world was to find a black person and put them up there as a juror. But they want to make sure, they made sure and very, very sure that they're going to run this information through white people who are unmistakably black. Especially old ones. Probably with some baby boomers as jurors. Baby boomers as jurors have been brainwashed, indoctrinated into believing that they are superior, they are better than black people, and black people are supposed to be underneath them, and that to make America great again, please go back to being a slave. Or if you're not a slave, just make sure that we can unalive you and fuck with you as much as we want, and then you coddle us and say, because the Bible says it's okay for us to do whatever we want to you. We're not doing that in 2026. He got a new trial. Got a new trial. Thanks be to God. They moved it to another county. They made sure that there were no black jurors. That's against the law. Oh my God. The very standard, the very thing that the law stands on. The law itself is supposed to be finite. It's supposed to be, it's not bendable. Doesn't supposed to be flexible. But yet and still these white people bend it and flex it by moving it to another county, by making sure there are no black jurors, by coercing those children to tell lies so that the jurors would, we need to turn it down. They're going to demonetize my live because it's music. He got a new trial. And not only that, it's not just about the new trial. It is a pathway to bring him out of that jail and to let racist white people know that your time is up. You're not going to be able to do what you did in the past. The past is the past. This is your trauma. This is your fantasy of being able to unalive, to being able to eat and consume, and to be able to grape and mistreat. Bruh, you gonna demonetize my life. This is white. This is their last, like Michael Jackson, the last curtain. This is white people's last curtain. If anybody been paid to be on YouTube to come into a person's life like mine and to do funky shit, is some of the people that end up in my chat, because I'm not paid to do anything. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and I have conviction. This is a real channel. I speak on and speak to what I believe is right. This is a real channel. White people have had their last dance, final curtain. It's over. Not just because black people say it, but especially because black people say it, but not just because of black people say it. Now you have Asian people telling other Asian people, y'all need to respect black people. You don't really understand what's really going on. You got white people telling other whites, we're done with you. We're not going to let you talk shit about black people at cookouts. We don't want to hear it. We're not going to let you do this on jobs. You're not doing this anymore. As soon as we get that administration straightened out, It's going to be an old happy day. You're going to see lots of black people in power. Those 300,000 black women that they fired from the federal government, now black people going to be overrepresented in positions of authority. I guarantee it. Because we've got to make sure now we can't trust the racist whites. So we got to make sure they never get a footing again. And it's all going to be happening in your lifetime. So congratulations to the people that just got Karmelo a new trial. We are waiting and we are watching. Black Betty says centuries of mental bullshit and abuse, and we are tired of it. And we are waiting to see that boy come out of that jail. And y'all say, Cheryl Grabowski, how could you say that? How could you be so sure? How could you be so bold? And how could you be so optimistic? And because I'm a spiritual person. And all the planets are aligned now. We're living in a different time. What they did before, they can't do it no more. This is a spiritual thing. This is a spiritual thing. Everything is going back, excuse me, y'all. Everything is aligning up and going in the order that it was supposed to go. And so y'all bots and trolls, you don't kick me off my game. I'm a professional streamer. What's good morning, Zeno? I could read your comment and still keep talking because I've been growing. I've been expanding. I've been evolving. When a person dies, it don't mean that it's murder. They're all different circumstances. If somebody come in your house at night and you see them hovering over your infant child with their private part out and you unalive them, that's not murder. See what I'm saying? What you supposed to say? What you supposed to do to the person that's hovering over your infant child with their private part out? Or person hovering over the child with private. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Especially when the person say, if you don't, I'm going to keep coming in your house. I'm going to do this to all your other children and your wife. Is that murder? Huh? Witness testimony, lies. They lied. How many times do I have to share with y'all? How many times? Because y'all are grown. Hopefully y'all are grown. We live in 2026. Just because people say a thing don't make it true. Okay? Lies. Just because a person speaks on it. No, you go and find your own links. Go find your own links. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm sharing my perspective and my opinion. So those were lies. Even though I've heard lots of people say that those people were the instigators and they did some big time instigating. But anyway, for them to get a new trial and get the new lawyers and all these big dog people, because you got big dog people involved now, they got all the evidence and they say they're going to get him out of jail. That's enough for me. So you go find that. You go find that. Okay? Because maybe you're watching Fox News or something like that. I don't know. But he's coming out just as sure as my name is Cheryl Grabowski. And by the time, look, I'm going to give y'all another thing. By the time they finish the new trial, they're going to say time served. He going to get probation, come home. And then, because everybody wants to send a message. I want to send a message. The new lawyer wants to send a message. We all want to, and even the new judge, watch and see. They're going to do a good job of picking the right judge. I don't give a fuck. You can't tell me that there is not a just judge in Texas. There are lots of beautiful people. There are lots of spiritual people, God people, sound people, moral people, people who have a good internal GPS, morals, values, ethic, and character. There is morals, values, ethics, and character in Texas. There is morals, values, ethics, and character in Texas. There is a judge with a good internal GPS in Texas. You can't tell me. Fox News is not news. It's an entertainment channel. Fox News is not a real news station. Go do your research, boo boo. Legal integrity intact. Yes. You can't tell me. I know that there are good people in Texas. There are good people in Texas. And there are good people who have made sure that he get a new trial, because it took a lot for them to make sure that he get a new trial. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. And the reason why he got a new trial is because they broke the law. I cannot get y'all to see that. The reason why he got a new trial is because the judge, the lawyers, the prosecutor, and the DA broke the law. So they should be put in jail. Put them in jail. When you refuse to uphold a system that you've taken a vow and an oath to uphold, then you disqualify yourself and you should be disbarred or put in jail. How about that? So Karmelo is not the only person that need to be put in jail. The judge needs to be put in jail. The lawyers need to go to jail. But we already know that lawyers lie. We already know that. Put him in jail for lying, for switching the county. No, let's try him in the county where the incident happened. Let's have a moral GPS. Let's do that. Yeah, y'all on here just following the herd, and y'all are the sleepy sheep. Some of y'all need critical thinking. Haters. Yes. 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 I totally agree, Black Betty. And some of these people are just trolls. They literally, like all these fraudsters in our government here, all of these people that are frauding in our government and on social media, they purchase social media, and they've set these people out, these bots and these trolls. But I mean, some of the content creators are trolls too. They're not the only ones, but they've set them out here to do this, to come into people's lives and try to throw them off and accuse them of false information and all of that, when they don't even know. They're on YouTube, but they don't know what YouTube is about. YouTube is about sharing your opinion, your perspective, and watching somebody else's content and then speaking on it. That's what YouTube is about. You know, these people just accuse me of being paid by the Karmelo family. I live in North Carolina. Come get my phone. Come get my phone and my devices. Come get my history and see if I've had any involvement with the Karmelo family, and I haven't. I don't know them people. But I represent millions and millions and millions of people. I represent millions and millions and millions of people who think the same way I do. You can say end of story all you want to, Suge. Karmelo is coming home. Self-defense. That's not a threat. The thing about white people, though, when you say anything to them, because see, they think that you're still a slave. They don't really understand that they've listened to their parents talk and how they interact with black people. But see, in my life, like I live in the South. And white people don't talk to me like that. White people have never been allowed to talk to me like that. That's just my personality. I was married to a white man for a good while, he didn't talk to me like that. He tried a couple of times, but after that he never did it again. Because you're not gonna do that. I am not your slave. I am not under you in any kind of way. You do not have any kind of authority over me, and I will get your ass together in 2.2 or less. That's for a white man, a white woman, or a white child, doesn't matter. If you show respect, you get respect. If you do anything else, if you show any type of superiority or anything like that, or you try to play games with me, then your ass gonna get hell. You gonna get it, period. See, now y'all are bold because y'all in my comment section. But if you were in my face in real life, you wouldn't fucking dare. And I know that because I got 55 years of that experience with white people. Okay? So we're not doing that. So when he said to the white boy, don't put your hands on me, what the fuck else would he say? Excuse me. Black Betty said correct. Excuse me. When you see that somebody is trying to intimidate you with their big ass, and let's not forget, he weighed 130 pounds. Carmelo weighed 130 pounds. Like, Lord have mercy. I ain't weighed 130 pounds since I was in the 7th grade. So when you got this big fentanyl reputation, let's not forget this. Them drugs. Elon Musk too, full of drugs. Elon Musk yesterday talking about he gonna sue this senator for standing up to him. The criminals say, child, white people, look, y'all, in 2026, white people are just bad off criminals. That's it. They drug addicts and criminals, period. So that boy, the Metcalf boy, on fentanyl. Elon Musk on, what's that drug he on? Telefine, what is it? Felafine, something like that. He on some kind of real bad drug. Elon Musk got a drug handler. All right, so he on drugs. So, Carmelo said, big white guy, athlete, big ass, on drugs. Messing with him, he 130 pounds. Child, leave me alone. Stop bullying me. Please. Leave me alone. I'm a guy just like you, soon to be a grown man. Cause let's not get it twisted. Carmelo was not a man. He's still a boy. He's 17 years old. Still a boy, not a man. All right, not a man, still a boy. Matt Cliff, leave me alone. Cause I know you on drugs and shit, and I know you a bully. You and your damn big ass brother. So leave me alone. But I got you don't know me like that, but I'm not a violent person, but I ain't never had no history, but nothing like that. But I got pride and dignity and respect. And I feel like, I heard about your school reputation. I'm not dumb. I'm in the school. Like when you go to school, you know who the fuck is the big crazy ass jocks? We're not going to let people do this. All of us have been to school. We know what kind of reputation people have in school. We know who the bad people in school. We know who the girls that fuck around, sleep around, suck dangalangs under the damn bleachers. We know what's going on at the school. We know what teachers flirt with the boy teachers. The boy student, we know what female teachers flirt with the young boys and vice versa. We're students. We know what the fuck is going on in school. So when your big ass come over here bothering with me, leave me alone because I got the heart of David. I'm not one of them. Now, I ain't never bothered with you. I ain't never instigated with you. I ain't never done nothing with you. You leave me alone. So when he said, I don't know exactly what it was that he said, but I'll just say it like this. Look, go on. Leave me alone now. I would have said the exact same thing. Black Betty said, jock on steroids like a bull in a china shop. Very intimidating. Girl. Keeping up with the lady. Rich Rising. Girl. Leave me alone with your big ass. Monique Mitchell said, let them know, Miss Cheryl. Okay. Leave me alone. Everybody know you a fucking bully. Everybody's scared of you. The nerds are scared of you. Even the regular guys are scared of you because you big. Everybody know you buy drugs at the school. I know who you buy drugs from. Leave me alone. Don't come over here bothering me with me. Then people say, but he admitted it. I would have too. I would have told the I know me. I would have told the police. Well, yeah, me and him got into it, and I hit him with that shoe tool. When y'all gonna let me go home? He started it. I didn't know. I don't know if he knew. Now, see, nobody never told me this. When the police was talking to him, I don't know if he knew that the boy was dead. But I do believe that he knew that he was hurt real bad. Because I'm sure that if you stab in your heart, then you know that blood is coming out. But then I remember a guy that got shot right in his heart, and he had a muscular body, so his flesh kind of squeaked, like locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like swole up around the bullet shot, and he only had a little blood stain. But I think from that too, because it's not a knife. I get tired of the news. Ooh. I get tired of the news. I get tired of people in comment sections. I get tired of content creators on their channels calling it a knife. It is not a knife. It is a tool that you use on a sports shoe. It is not a knife. All right. So when it went into him, I'm sure that it was blood, but it's not even the blood. It's the fact that he didn't try to hit him no more. He fell because he was hurt. So he stopped him. That stopped him immediately. I don't know if he knew. I don't. Okay, so Monique say, keeping up with it. Who's bothering you, dear? I'm getting here late. I'm good. Monique says, steady, harassing, picking, discriminatory behavior, feeling like your back is against the wall, bullied, all those emotions he felt. That's all I'm saying. Stop playing with me. Keep on talking about the law. Stop playing with me. But he said that he did it. Duh. Do you think he retarded? Everybody was there. He wasn't fighting somebody else. Yeah, me and him were the one was in the fight. I hit him with the tool. And the reason why I hit him, because he was fucking with me. I told him to leave me alone. Because I want to go home like everybody else. I want to go to the mall. I want to sleep in my bed. I want to get up and come to school in the morning like I did this morning. Only thing he had to do was not bother with me and leave me alone. Only thing he had to do was come to school and be a good student. That's all he had to do. He didn't have to come to school to bully, harass, intimidate me and get my body in fight or flight with his big ass. He didn't have to do that. It was a tool. Go to hell. Now, goodbye. It was a tool. We're not doing it. It was not that. He was on the campus like everybody else. He was on the campus like everybody else. Monique said, right, Miss Cheryl. He was on the campus like everybody else. You can't give him 35 years because he ain't going to allow himself to be punked by the bully. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do it. That boy got purpose in his life. Now, let me say this on a good tip. Karmelo has purpose in his life. And so did Matt Cliff. Matt Cliff's purpose was to let white people know. Because, see, y'all not giving the right message to the other white children. Leave black people alone. Yes, Monique. So he didn't bring a weapon. It was a tool for his athletic gear. So the message to both of them give a message. Matt Cliff's message is leave people alone. Stop bullying. What's up, pretty princess? We've been talking for years. Everybody been talking. Been talking for years about bullying. We got so many anti-bullying campaigns. I think even Melania Trump is doing something about bullying, but she's been doing, it's so many powerful people who have taught about bullying. It's been all on social media, all on television for years. We understand that bullying is a really, really horrible thing. Children end up unaliving themselves behind being bullied. Sometimes we as grown people get bullied too. Leave people alone. That's Matt Cliff's final message to the world. Leave black people alone. Leave people alone. Stop bullying, because you're gonna end up getting the worst end of the bargain. Leave people alone. He did not take a knife to school to unalive him. This thing happened in real time, in a way that all of us could have been in Karmelo's shoes. Unless you just fold and let that person take over your will and do whatever they want to do to you. And you don't stand up for yourself. If you don't stand up to the bully, he's going to bully you every day. Exactly, Blackberry. I agree with that. If you don't stand up to the bully, he gonna bully you every day. How many of y'all know that? Come on now. Now, Karmelo has purpose in his life. Look at what has happened. This thing has gotten, we like all over the country. We're into this Karmelo. Here's this black guy who's been bullied by white power, white supremacy, white rhetoric, white privilege. Let me bully you. I'm white. I'm powerful. You're black. My daddy don't like black people anyway. We know what's going on in the country. We feel emboldened, like a lot of white people have been for the last year or so. We feel that. So Karmelo is saying, as black people, leave me the fuck alone. I am not bothering you. I'm not going to let you do what you want to do to me. I'm a student in this school. I make decent grades. I come from a decent family. We had already had a house that cost over $600,000 and beautiful cars. I think she was driving a Cadillac Escalade. We already had that before in 2023. We have money. I live in a nice house. We drive nice cars. This had nothing to do, because this was going on in 2023, way before this incident. So I am not that. Look, leave me alone, white people. Mediocre white people. Here we go again, because there's a certain type of white people. Progressive white people are not like this. They are ashamed of the rednecks and the hillbillies. Let's get into it. It's the rednecks and the hillbillies, mediocre white people. Karmelo has purpose in his life. Karmelo might end up being, who knows what he'll end up being? Who knows? But I tell you what, with this incident and what happened, he is not to be played with. He don't weigh but 130 pounds, but it ain't the weight. It ain't the body itself. It's what's inside. It's what's inside of Karmelo. Right? Karmelo didn't come from a broken home or poverty, even though that's unfortunate. It's relevant to the case. It very much is. Because it could have been with Matt Cliff that he was thinking, like, who the fuck do you think you are, Matt Cliff saying to Karmelo? When your mama dropped you off in that fucking Escalade truck. And I think they knew what kind of house he lived in. Because, see, the children don't only know about the child that's at the school that's doing little drugs and the girl that's under the bleachers is giving head to the football player. They don't just only know that. They know of rich black people too, especially the white ones. Because white people always in black people business when they got nice cars and nice houses. They want to know how the fuck do you afford it. Don't ask me how I know. Just know that I know that. Always curious about the prosperity of black people. So anyway, we're going to just say for right now, Karmelo has purpose in his life. And I hope everything that he ever wanted out of life happens for him. He still too has to deal with the very fact that he took somebody's life. Because I don't believe that he hated Matt Cliff. Most of the time, black people don't hate white people anyway. But we're always in the position that we got to take care of ourselves. Because if we don't, y'all going to fuck us up every time. Somebody says something big is about to happen. This is a distraction, maybe. Right, Cheryl? Karmelo, the modern day David and Goliath scenario. Grandbaby Raylan. So when me and Grandbaby Raylan was on the live the other night, and I told her she could choose a movie, she chose about David and Goliath. And so I sat there and watched it, and I was getting ready to talk about David and Goliath, but y'all know how I am sometimes with religious books. But yes, it is a scenario like David and Goliath. It really is. And this thing has so much purpose to it. I hope they come out with a Karmelo law so that white people understand you cannot use your white privilege to fuck with black people and then have a knowing that black person is going to be at a disadvantage, because when you get to court, all your white people are going to finesse the law, and then you don't have to deal with your consequences. But not Karmelo, but Matt Cliff already is dealing with his consequences, which was leaving this world early. That's his consequence. He lost his life. Right, this was not a hate crime. No, he was scared and wanted to defend himself, period. And when it comes to Karmelo, he has purpose in his life. And I hope that he decides to be, I don't want him to be a preacher. I would rather him be a politician. I think we need to start dealing with our young people and preparing them to go in the way of, advocacy and the political route. Because we've let them dominate too long and they don't know how to lead. White people don't know how to lead. They don't. They know how to exploit. They know how to hate. They know how to take advantage. They know how to be completely narcissistic. They know how to build big prisons and get free labor. They know how to do all shit like that. But we need righteous people in government and righteous people in politics. We need it really, 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 really bad. is the face, but it's so much. What are you saying, Monique? Is somebody? Oh, that you retracting your comment? But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. I'm going to take me a morning nap before I have to be back to work. But yeah, he's getting a new trial, and I'm very, 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 very excited. Black people don't hate white people. We want them to be left the fuck alone. I agree. Elevated conscious advocacy for the youth. Thank you so much for that, Black Betty. Carmelo is the face via 2026, but it's so much deeper. I know it is so much deeper. I'm here for all of it for such a time as this. This is very, very powerful. Black people need to be left the fuck alone. It's time for us to rise up and to be even greater than we are, because from where we started from and to be able to make it where we are in this country in particular, but we're indigenous to all over, we're indigenous to the whole planet, period. The earth is our home, period. We're in every country in the entire, we're on every continent in the whole world. And everybody knows it. Nowadays, everybody knows it. I think the only people that are really kicking against it a lot of times is the traditional, not the progressive Christians, but the traditional Christians. But anyway, that's another conversation. I'll see y'all later on. Kisses and hugs. Bye, guys.